Former Speaker of the House, the Florida House of Representatives, Paul Renner, is now throwing his hat in the ring. He joins me right now. Paul, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. What is your vision for Florida, knowing that Byron Donalds has already President Trump's backing to be the next governor?
Maria, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and it's great to be with you. Look, the state of Florida doesn't want to go backwards. When I talk to voters, that's their main concern. We've had a great run, and I was a key architect of that as Speaker of the House in terms of moving legislation, whether it's reforming our litigation abuse here in the state, which has helped to fix our insurance problem, to record tax relief, to balancing our budget. People want a leader, and they want someone who's had that leadership experience and actually delivered results.
And what specific issues do you want to tackle? What's your agenda, Paul?
Well, I think first and foremost on the voters' mind is affordability. And we look at whether it's property taxes, insurance, or health care, they've all risen faster than incomes. And so on the question of property taxes, the governor's called for some form of reduction, even elimination of homestead property taxes. What I've said is there's one thing we can do legislatively, and that is a legislative rollback right now. And so while we're talking about it, taxes have gone up in 2025. They'll go up again come January 1. Legislatively, through a supermajority, it was done 20 years ago, we can legislatively roll back those property taxes to an earlier time, say 2024, which gives everybody a tax break and ensures that we don't get a tax increase while we talk about greater reforms ahead to reduce the burden and the affordability problem that we face here in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, the affordability is an issue across the country, certainly, and we're watching the Trump administration take that on as well. But look, Paul, you've already seen an exodus of people going to move to Florida because of low tax rates. Are there expectations that that's going to continue? And how do you afford to have such a big increase of people in the state?
Well, we're a little bit of a victim of our success, and I've talked to people who've been here many, many years who are leaving the state because of these high prices. And one of the things I tackled as Speaker is litigation abuse. We had double-digit increases in homeowners. We had a 30% increase in automobile rates. We got after the Wild West litigation tactics that were prevalent, heads I win, tails you lose litigation tactics here in Florida, and reformed it. And we see automobile rates going down here in the state of Florida, the only state in the country where they're going down as much as 15 or 20%. And so if you want somebody to solve tomorrow's problems, you go to someone who solved the problems of yesterday. I've done that when I was Speaker. We'll get after these insurance rates as well as property taxes and make Florida more affordable for all of our citizens.
Well, look, Republicans like to see a primary. How do you expect this to play out, given the fact that Byron Donalds has a lot of support right now?
Well, I've been a leader since I was 23 on the deck of the USS McInerney in the first of two wars I've served in. I've been in positions of trust and leadership under pressure my entire life. 20 years, as I said, in the military as a state prosecutor and as Speaker during two of the most conservative and consequential 2 years we've had in the state of Florida. And you contrast that with someone who has frankly been missing in action when it comes to the issues that were in play in Florida. And don't take it from me, the governor himself, Governor DeSantis, has said the same. And so we need someone who can actually lead and move this state forward and not go backwards. And so if you haven't shown up for your own job when it comes to missing votes in Congress, you can't be expected to get a job promotion to lead the state of Florida. I've shown up. I've delivered results. We need less talk and more action in this state. I've done that. I'll do it as governor.
All right. We will be watching your work, Paul, and we'll be watching this race. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.